Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to grow a YouTube channel fast in 2017 and what you can do to use the algorithm that determines how traffic gets to videos in your favor. So, the first thing you want to do is know the principle of which a YouTube channel should be built on. So there's two things you need to know. What does YouTube want? What do viewers want? So if you build your foundation of your channel on these two things, you will be successful. You will find a way to constantly improve your channel very quickly. And there are always going to be algorithm tweaks over time. They're always going to be tweaking the percentages. They're always going to be changing how videos get ranked and things like that. You have to be able to adapt, but the ultimate goal of YouTube is to make money, and that is the main thing you have to keep in mind. They are in charge of YouTube and the platform, obviously, and you're going to have to play by their rules to succeed with YouTube, but ultimately their number one goal will always be to make money from the platform. So if you build your channel in a way that will help them make money, you will make more money yourself. And then of course the viewers, you need to keep giving your audience what they want, your subscribers what they want, and you will do much better. So the first thing you want to do is spend a lot of time on your titles and your thumbnails. So a lot of people don't realize that there's a big correlation between very attractive titles and very well done custom thumbnails to the success of a channel. So especially when you're on a mobile device. If you're looking at videos, let's say you go to the trending videos part of YouTube. That's a great place to get some ideas. So you'll probably find some videos that are at least somewhat related to your industry for your channel on here. And you can see kind of which ones are extremely popular. And a lot of times you'll see a custom thumbnail. For instance, this one right here has over 1 million views in a day. You can see it has kind of a custom thumbnail. It has the name of the show, it has a picture of who they're talking about, and it has the anchor man. You kind of go down the list and you can see which thumbnails stand out and which ones don't. You want to model after the ones that stand out. And typically they have a few things. So they'll have something like a symbol or a visual of who is going to be talking or what is going to be discussed. If you're doing a review, then for instance you might have the products that you're reviewing on there and then the name of what you're reviewing or a question or something like that in words. If you're just talking into a camera, you want to have your face on here like Philip DeFranco does. Those types of things. If you're going to do, say, an animation, you want to have them doing something funny, maybe some crazy remark or something, but typically words combined with a sort of flashy image of some sort or an image that shows kind of a description of what's being talked about or a whatever the category the video is in will be very good. This is a very good one right here. This one, Nasty Food Jenga on this thumbnail. That's a very good thumbnail right there. So words combined with some kind of picture that really captures people's attention. As far as the title goes, there's actually a tool I recommend to you called the CoSchedule Headline Analyzer. And you can go to coschedule.com to find it, but you type in your headline here and then you click Analyze Now, and then it will allow you, after you sign up with your free account, if you don't already have one, then it'll analyze it and it'll give you a letter grade for how good your headline is. And typically If you're doing especially like an informational channel, a tutorial channel, or something like that, you want to have like how to or a number at the beginning of your videos. My channel is typically more tutorials and things like that, so you'll notice that I use a number like 10, 9, or how to at the beginning of a lot of my titles. How to 7, how to 8, how to. Those typically get more views, so you might try a few tricks like that and put your keywords, your main keywords that your video is about, at the very beginning. Don't do things like don't put like your blog or your vlog number on there. Don't put the episode number on there. Don't put your name on there in your title. That's just wasted space. So analyze your title once you kind of have a final draft with it on CoSchedule. Look at the thumbnails. Get some title ideas from the trending videos page. If you want to have thumbnails done for you professionally, you can have them done for $5 on Fiverr.com, and that will help you a lot as well. Number 2, get to the point very quickly. The reason you want to do this is YouTube makes a lot more money as you spend more time on YouTube because of their ads, because of their YouTube TV platform, because of their YouTube Red platform. You're more likely to buy something or to see ads that they make money off of the longer you are on the website. So what you want to do is help YouTube, and they will help you in terms of making both of you more money. To do that, increase your average view time on your videos. So if you go to your analytics, you need to be looking at your view time, your view duration. You need to look at your top videos, which videos are getting watched the longest, and then how can you duplicate that. For instance, here's one that's getting watched 9 minutes on average with thousands and thousands of minutes. That is doing very well, obviously. I could probably try and duplicate that. Another one here gets almost 8 minutes, and you'll notice a lot of times the duration is usually longer, so that helps as well. But you want to do something that allows you to get a longer view duration, and getting to the point quickly is what gets you there, because people have very short attention spans. If you try to do a long introduction and stuff, like if you notice that if you looked at my old videos from 2015 or something like that, or 2014, if I have any videos in 2014, then you will notice that I probably had a much longer introduction because I didn't know what I was doing. And because I didn't get to the point quickly enough, I would even see comments from people saying, yeah, fast forward to the 2-minute mark or the 3-minute mark if you want to get past the fluff and get to the point or something. So you don't want to do that. You want to get straight to the point within the first minute. And that will help people stick around longer and actually give your video a chance. Number 3, try longer videos for increasing total minutes watched. So they do not care. Many people think that YouTube cares about the percentage of your video viewed, and that is not the case. It's actually all about the total minutes watched. So if you have a video that is 35 minutes long and people watch 9 minutes of it on average, that's going to do better than a video that is 5 minutes long and gets 4 minutes of it watched on average. So even though one of them gets like 80% average view percentage and the other one gets like a third of its view percentage, the one that gets the most total views is the one that's going to be boosted more in YouTube. So you want to do videos that will just keep people on there as long as possible, and you have to keep their attention. You have to really deliver on your videos to do that, and you might want to experiment with longer videos. So if you go down the list, for instance, you'll notice a lot of my videos are at least 20 minutes long, and I have more of an informative business related channel. You may be doing more of a video game channel, maybe you're doing a comedy channel, maybe you're doing a review channel. There's all kinds of different channels out there, but if you can get somewhere around 20 minutes or so or longer, you might see a huge increase in earnings on YouTube. Another thing you can do is do videos that are related to topics in your top 10 in your analytics to build your authority. So if you're looking at your analytics, for instance, you're on this page, you're looking at your top 10, for instance, in minutes watched. Like I said, your minutes watched, your watch time is pretty much one of your top 2 or 3 most important, if not the most important analytic that YouTube provides you. Keeping people on YouTube makes YouTube more money. When you make YouTube more money, you get rewarded. So look at that and see what your top 10 videos are and figure out, okay, what subjects do these have in common? And that will tell you what your subscribers want. That will tell you what people are most interested in. It will help you find a pattern of what kind of videos you should be doing in the future. And that is a big part of it, is just constantly looking at your analytics, finding a pattern, and building on that pattern. If you have other videos, if you're looking at your last 10 or 20 videos on this front page here, then you'll notice that some of them just do not perform well. And then you need to take notes on that and find a way to not make that mistake again. So for instance, I have this book review video that got 657 views, and that was over a month ago. So it did terrible. The one I published 2 days after that got over 8,000 views. Clearly, people care a lot more about making a living on YouTube than they do about a Money Master the Game book review. They might both be good videos. This one doesn't even have a single dislike, but only a very specific group of people are going to be looking for a video about Money Master the Game, the book, whereas making a living on YouTube has to do with money, and everybody needs money to live, so more people can relate to this. So just little patterns like that, looking at the ones that underperformed and looking at the ones that overperformed, like this one got 16,000 in a month. Not too bad. And those types of things can help you really find trends that will allow you to build momentum. Number 5, you want to upload videos more frequently. Not only do you get more views by uploading more frequently, this might seem obvious, but it also helps you because of the way YouTube's algorithm works, which, like, everybody has already told you, I'm sure. The algorithm is what determines how much traffic gets pushed to your video. If YouTube thinks it's going to keep people on YouTube for a long time, then they'll push a lot of traffic to your video. A larger percentage of your subscribers will watch it, and then you may even get to suggested videos on the front page and get massive amounts of views. So you need to upload videos more frequently because the best YouTubers tend to do that, and it makes you look better. It builds your authority, and it makes your channel more active. People are more likely to come back to the website of youtube.com if you're uploading more frequently, okay? So they're going to come back for frequent updates. People are always looking for new subjects, new information. So bringing people back to YouTube benefits them, so therefore they're going to reward you. An example, obviously you saw that I publish pretty often. I try to do at least 5 days a week or so. Somebody who has 54 plus million subscribers, PewDiePie, he's one of the top YouTubers, and he's been there for a long time. You'll notice that he publishes a video pretty much every single day. So you see one that was in the last 5 hours, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Sometimes he'll even post more than one video in a day. So in just the last week, he's published about 9 videos, or maybe even more. So publishing more frequently, as you can see, can really pay off. once you have 55 or very close to 55 million subscribers, you're doing pretty well for yourself. Even if he gets the bare minimum of CPM, which is what advertisers are paying to display ads on YouTube, even if you're getting the bare minimum of that and you're getting the ad revenue, he could still be making somewhere around $300,000 plus per month just from YouTube ads, not even including all the other endorsements he gets. So publish more often and you will get more authority, okay? You will be seen as a more active YouTuber that is bringing people back to YouTube, and you will get rewarded. Number 6, don't send people anywhere but YouTube at least most of the time. Now, obviously, if you've seen some of my past videos, you'll notice that I usually have a few links in my description. I don't have a whole lot compared to a lot of others. I'll show you a few examples, but you'll notice that I have 3 of my top social media accounts if you want to follow me on social media, usually in the description, and then usually I have a link to the show notes and all of that. Now, I've been constantly researching YouTube, their algorithm, how it works, to try and always improve my channel. And recently, I just learned that, sending people off your channel, even if they just pause the video, even if they open up another tab and your video is still playing, YouTube knows it, and therefore it kind of alerts them that you are possibly sending people away from YouTube with your videos, which is definitely not what they want. They want people to spend as much time on YouTube as possible. So if you can keep people on YouTube, if you're going to have links in your description, they should mostly be to other videos and to your subscription page and things like that. Now, I'm going to keep my show notes for now in my video description because I know it helps people. It was something requested by you and others that were commenting on videos. It was actually a request from subscribers that I have links to all of the websites, resources, show notes, and things like that that I mentioned throughout the video because I tend to cover a lot and it'd be hard to keep up with all that. So I'm going to continue to do that, but for the most part, only a percentage of people will go to my show notes page right after watching this video. In many cases, they'd rather stay on YouTube. So it's not as big of a deal, but you don't want to overdo it when it comes to sending people other places. So I want to show you an example of how PewDiePie, one of the top YouTubers, has evolved in this particular area over time. So you'll notice that one of his older videos, this is one of his most popular videos ever. It was about 4 years ago from me doing this video in October 2012. Look at all the different links that he has in his description. Now, some of these are YouTube videos, of course, but just the amount of links in here is a little ridiculous. He has his shop, he has games, he has headphones, he has apps, he has social media, all kinds of stuff on here. Now if you look at him 4 years later with over 54 million subscribers, his description is very simple. He has one little link here, and in many cases he doesn't even have a link at all. So if you kind of look at the trend of top YouTubers, a lot of the ones that actually know the marketing side are starting to get away from stuffing all these links to other pages in their description. So that's another thing. You don't want to, even on your on-screen elements, you probably don't want to send people to your website unless you just know for sure that there's a good chance you'll make good money from it. But if you rely on YouTube ads to make money, you don't want to be sending people to all different websites and things like that on your videos. You want to keep people on YouTube. All right. So another example, Daryl Eves. He's a guy who studies YouTube basically for a living, and you'll notice a lot of his links are to other YouTube videos, but you notice that if you go through his videos as well, he usually has the YouTube card up here in the top right corner, and it comes up with other videos that you can go to instead of going to websites and things like that, like a lot of other people do. And that can help just keep people on YouTube. If you're, like I've said multiple times in this video, I can't stress it enough, the whole name of the game is keeping people on YouTube, so YouTube makes money and you make more money, and then you get more views. You help YouTube, they help you. So sending people away from YouTube hurts YouTube, and they hurt you. Number 7, use a lot of the same meta information as videos that have taken off in new videos. So if you have a video of your own on your channel that's done very well for itself, let's say you have one that got 47 million views or something, and it's just way higher than any of your other ones, you might want to make another follow-up video that has some of the similar keywords in it. So you can kind of look at his description. Obviously, he's not much of a marketer, especially 4 years ago, but if you have a very popular video, let's say I wanted to use one that's done very well lately for me, 16,000 in a month, that's pretty decent for my type of channel, and I could look at the work from home jobs that are high paying in 2017. I could make something kind of similar to that, use some of the same keywords. Your meta information, when I say meta information, is your title, your description, and your tags. So you'll notice that the keywords are in my title, description, and my tags, and that can be kind of modeled in another video. You don't want to copy the exact same thing, but you can do something on a similar subject to your popular videos or other people's popular videos. If you want to look on, say, YouTube trends, you can find videos that are doing extremely well right now and then talk about them in your video. Let's say you do like a news or like a space channel, and you want to duplicate the results that this NASA video is getting, and it's only been around for 23 hours, it's already got 300,000+ views. So you could do a review or your own take on the pictures being sent back from the NASA mission that is currently around Mars, or not Mars, but Saturn. So if you want to talk about Saturn and the NASA mission, you could have some of the same words, like the word NASA and the word Saturn, in your title, description, and tags, and then you can build off the momentum of that video, or like I said, you can build off the momentum of one of your other videos. Look at your top videos all the time, okay? Look at your analytics. They will tell you your top videos and give you ideas of the subjects you should cover. Number 8, focus on your biggest sources of traffic. So you're going to have different countries that send traffic to your videos, or different people and different countries have different types of course, cultures. Some of them are going to be more interested in your type of videos than others, depending on what type of videos you do. So for instance, I was watching a talk recently about YouTube marketing, and a guy used an example where he's talking about a guy who has like a motocross channel where he rides dirt bikes and stuff. And he had a dirt bike video that really took off, and it was in like Saudi Arabia, and the video was made in the US on a US based YouTube channel, but it was one of the top videos in Saudi Arabia. So just things like that, you need to know kind of what's going on as far as, you know, where your traffic is, how you can build on that, and that will really help you as far as when you should publish your video. If most of your traffic is coming from India, for instance, you're going to need to have a different publishing time than somebody who has most of their traffic come from the United States. Or if you're publishing 2 videos in the same day, don't publish 2 videos at the same time. Publish one for your top geographic traffic source, and then publish another one at another time that targets the secondary one. So if I posted 2 in one day, I would publish one that targets the US because they have the most traffic for me, but then I would post another one that targets the best time for India, which would be at a complete opposite time of the United States because it's the whole other side of the world. So things like that can really make a difference if you optimize your channel for where your traffic is actually coming from. So also, you might want to keep trying to outdo your last video. And the reason you want to do that is the way the YouTube algorithm works is you actually have to build momentum, and the more momentum you have, the more juice, the more traffic YouTube gives you just automatically. So if you have a super popular video in the last 48 hours and you publish another one, they're going to give it a chance to get more just because of how well your last video did, and they're hoping it will do as well as the other one, if not better. So you want to keep that upward trend going. So if you have a review that did really well, an iPhone 7 review or something, and it got 1 million views in the first week, then you want to do another video that might outdo that one. So you might do just some other kind of video that you think could actually outperform the last one. And then you just keep building more and more and more momentum. But you never want to take time off with your videos. So this is something I had to learn the hard way. And this is actually something I've had to learn recently. And it's that you can't just rely on, so I'll go back to my videos. You can't just rely on things that you think you should cover on YouTube. You have to do things that you know will do well to keep building your momentum, because it's hard to get that momentum going again after you kind of have a down day or two in your last few videos. So for instance, these book reviews like this, 657 views, or this one, 9 Pinterest marketing tips, a book summary for that same book, things like that kind of hurt me. And some of these other videos might have been pushed more if my previous video hadn't been an underperformer. So keep that in mind. Always try to outdo your last video. Like I've always said, keep paying attention to your top 10 or 20 videos here to see what topics you should be covering the most, and you will do much better. You will grow your YouTube channel much faster if you just keep these things in mind. So as a quick recap, keep trying to outdo your last video. Focus on your biggest sources of traffic and target them. Do things that are best for them. Use a lot of the same meta information as top videos that were from other channels or your channel. Don't send people anywhere but YouTube most of the time, because people are supposed to stay on YouTube for you to get the most out of it. 5, upload videos more frequently. Do videos that are related to topics in your top 10. That's on your analytics. Try longer videos for increasing total minutes watched. Okay, doesn't matter what percentage of the videos watched, just the total minutes. Get to the point quickly for your view time before people leave. Spend a lot of time on titles and thumbnails. And back to the original principle, help YouTube, help your viewers, and you will end up helping yourself grow a massive channel very quickly. So if you got something from this video, if you feel like you learned something that's helpful, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, don't forget to let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. If you want to just kind of let me know your thoughts, or you want to add to the topic that I discussed, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, get your feedback, build on this topic a little bit, get your experiences, how well it's done for you, what kind of principles have you tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked for you on YouTube, things like that. And as usual, all of these show notes, links that I mentioned, examples and stuff will be at selfmadesuccess.com. You can go there for that. I'll have a link in the description of the video as well. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.